And today again, we are witnessing one more episode, which is at the Department of Immigration and Citizenship in Australia, where a similar episode has been reported. We have pointed it out to the External Affairs Ministry. We had written a letter to the External Affairs Ministry. This is in the knowledge of the Union government. This is happening across the globe. But the government of India has completely failed to respond on the issue of an erroneous map issued by the National Geographic across the world. This is a matter of concern. The parliamentary delegation then had pointed it out, and it still remains that the government of India has failed to act on it. We across political lines, we across political parties, we stand committed, and we all want the government of India to intervene to see that the map being universally printed by the National Geographic, possibly that has been ratified by some organization which they claim so, is rectified, failing which the government of India should take appropriate action. एक विषय जो इस अस्थिरता और इस आंदोलन के भूचाल में छिप गया था और जिस विषय को मैं बार बार आपके बीच में उठाता रहा हूं और पिछले 1.5-2 महीने से उसमें कोई चर्चा नहीं हो पाई है, लेकिन आप कुछ पत्रकारों ने उस विषय पर चर्चा उठाया है, वो एयर इंडिया का है। और फिर इधर एयर इंडिया ने 250 करोड़ रुपया फिर से कर्मचारियों को राशन पानी के लिए सरकार ने दी है। और जब हम लोगों ने इस विषय को पायलट्स के स्ट्राइक के दौरान उठाया था कि 27 अप्रैल को जो मंत्रालय में सहमति बनी और पायलटों ने अपना आह्वान तोड़ा, निश्चित तौर से उसमें मेरी भी भूमिका रही थी। मैंने आग्रह किया था पायलटों से कि आप जा करके अपनी सेवाएं प्रारंभ कर दें। The fact today is, and possibly this has never happened, the pilots haven't been paid any salary. Well, that is there. That the cabin crew of Air India have had no salaries for whatsoever for last 2.5 to 3 months. 3 months. The ground staff of Air India, which is about 35,000 employees there on the ground, they have not been paid any salary whatsoever. The food caterers at the hotels have not been paid any bill so far. The oil companies of Air India supplying fuel to the Air India have not been paid any fuel bill for last 3 months, and their old dues are already there. The dues of airport authority remains the same. The cumulative losses have exceeded 18,000 crores. The debt continues to be there to more than 40,000 crores. And the daily losses remain 22 crores every day. We just want to remind this because there are other factors which remain the same. The aircraft utilization for any airline to go into profit or break even should be 15 to 16 hours. The aircraft utilization of Air India fleet is 8 to 9 hours. But we are most concerned now because the ICPA Association has written to the government saying that the pilots are not in the right frame of mind. They are not being paid salaries. There is a complete mayhem in Air India. We have also charged that the Prime Minister's office directly deals with the issues of Air India. But a question the BJP would like to pose today, that who is actually accountable for this mess? Because the Prime Minister's office, in the appointment of the present incumbent, who is the present CMD of Air India, who has been there for almost 3 years now, this appointment was done by the Prime Minister's office in just 24 hours. Never ever an appointment of a CMD of Air India has been ever done bypassing the PESP, bypassing all norms and rules, has been done in 24 hours. Today all the 14 unions have come together and they have demanded an inquiry as the organization is at the verge of virtual shutdown. The Bharatiya Janata Party would like to know what is the status of Air India now? Is the government planning to shut it down? Is the government planning to privatize it? We need a complete white paper on the happenings of Air India. It's critical. And of course, when senior bureaucrats in government of India go down on their knees to occupy such positions and they fail to deliver, will such officials who go down on their knees to hold coveted positions of chairman and managing director in such organizations, if they fail to perform, if there is a plunder, if there is a loot, if there is a situation where the company goes into huge losses, will the government take action against these officials who are responsible for this mess or continue to protect it? It's just not the question of removing individuals, it's a question of holding such individuals accountable, holding back that salaries, holding them responsible for the mess and the financial mess. The Bharatiya Janata Party would like to have a categorical response on the mess today, and the complete and a virtual collapse of Air India is a matter of concern for the Bharatiya Janata Party. एक और विषय था जो पॉस्को के विषय में आप सब लोग चिंतित हैं, हम लोगों ने भी अपनी चिंता व्यक्त की है। हम नहीं चाहते हैं कि पॉस्को जो जहां उड़ीसा में लगभग $12 बिलियन का जो ये स्टील प्लांट लगना है, हम नहीं चाहते हैं कि ये दूसरा नंदीग्राम और सिंगूर बने। वहाँ 2500 बच्चे, महिलाएं मानव श्रृंखला बना करके उसका विरोध कर रहे हैं। दूसरी तरफ सरकार ने दो ग्रामीण विकास मंत्रालय ने 2 लैंड एक्विजिशन बिल जो भी पेंडिंग है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी का यह मानना है कि किसी प्रकार के हिंसा से परहेज करना चाहिए, और हम चिंतित हैं इन महिलाओं के लिए, इन बच्चों के लिए, इन आंदोलनकारियों के लिए। निश्चित रूप से विकास का एक विषय है, लेकिन साथ साथ जिन लोगों की जमीन के ऊपर अधिग्रहण किया जा रहा है वो एक चिंता का विषय है। हम चाहेंगे कि भारत सरकार के मंत्री जब ये कहते हैं कि पर्यावरण क्लियरेंस देना अपने आप में लाइसेंस नहीं है कि आप जमीन अधिग्रहण कर सकें, हम इस बात से सहमत हैं, लेकिन साथ साथ ये भी जिम्मेवारी है कि ऐसे संस्थाएं जो बड़े पैमाने पर जमीन अधिग्रहित कर रही हैं वहाँ हिंसा और जोर जबरदस्ती की गुंजाइश नहीं है। हम भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से कहना चाहेंगे कि हिंसा की कोई गुंजाइश नहीं है और सरकार इसका मार्ग निकाले और आंदोलनकारियों से किसी प्रकार की संघर्ष की गुंजाइश ना उत्पन्न हो, इस बात पर पहल करें। मित्रों, ये कुछ विषय थे जिसके बारे में हमने चर्चा किया। यदि आप कुछ विषय पूछना चाहें तो आप पूछ सकते हैं।
एक सवाल यहाँ है कि गडकरी जी written a letter in reply to Pranav's letter in which he said that he is not going to take the position of the party till the Lokpal bill is cleared from the committee, from the cabinet, and only then they will respond. Now today you demanded that the Prime Minister should be included. Is this an improvement kind of?
No, I just would suggest one thing. I'd like to correct it. You are absolutely posed a right question. I said that this is an issue which has erupted out of the slugfest between senior leaders of the Congress party.
What is your position?
Bharatiya Janata Party would like to know the position of the Prime Minister, because it's in public. We are not holding that in public. The issue has come to public where there is a slugfest. So an opinion from the Prime Minister is solicited on this issue. As far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, we have already made it very clear. We shall await for the draft, and when the formal proposal and the shape is positioned to us, we shall respond to it.
No, what do you want?
We have just said that Prime Minister should come forth because it is already there. We are not making references about such issues in public. Have you heard anyone in the Bharatiya Janata Party making issues in public? The Congress party is making such issues in public involving the Prime Minister. So the country deserves a clarification.
Sandeep, Nena, 1 second.
The Prime Minister would clarify the point of that is that when Vajpayee had said that he doesn't mind being included, when he was Prime Minister, included in the Lokpal bill. In spite of that, the then NDA government, two NDA governments failed to pass any Lokpal
We appreciate, but the biggest, we understand. We the only great silver lining is we really appreciate, and we still recall that the then Prime Minister, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, did express his willingness to be incorporated in the, it's okay. Let the other government do it. We shall wait it.
Sandeep.
Yeah.
Just one question in this section. CAG report has been cited in some of the newspapers saying that Reliance was benefited unduly by the petroleum ministry in this Kaveri gas exploration.
Well, I've also read that, but I don't have a formal response on that issue right away.
इसी हफ्ते EUN की मीटिंग होने वाली है और इसमें डीजल और रसोई गैस के दाम बढ़ने वाले हैं।
देखिए, ये निरंतर फिर से आज पिछले हफ्ता जो महंगाई का दर आया था और खाद्य सामग्रियों पर जो महंगाई के जो आंकड़े आए थे, फिर से एक बार वो ऊपर चढ़ रहे हैं और हमने देखा है कि वो 9% तक पुनः पहुंच गया है। इस देश ने 18 से 19% की महंगाई पहले भी देखी है और यदि फिर से सरकार जिस प्रकार से पेट्रोल की कीमतें इन्होंने बढ़ाई है, हम निरंतर इस विषय को सुन रहे हैं कि सरकार फिर से डीजल और गैस के दाम बढ़ाने का प्रस्ताव रख रही है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी इसके पूर्णतः विरोध में है और जिस प्रकार से पूर्व में ही जो महंगाई इस देश के ऊपर कांग्रेस की सरकार ने बना रखा है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी किसी बढ़ती हुई कीमत को किसी भी सूरत पर स्वीकार नहीं करेगी और जन आंदोलन में फिर से एक बार संघर्ष का माहौल बनेगा।